Alright friends, today's tutorial is on the basic blade grab. Here it is. That's the move, and here is a slow-mo. Okay, so this move, as you can see, is pretty straightforward, but there's a couple of things you should know so you can do it safely and not get cut. So let's get into it. So what you want to do, you want to start with the knife across your four fingers here, about in the middle is where I like to start. And the flat side of the blade is facing you. So the flat side is facing you, and the sharp side of the blade is facing to the left. So basically away from the inside of your hand, away from your wrist. The blade's facing that way. So as you can see, blade facing that way. Anyways, so the knife's facing you, the flat side's facing you, blade is facing, the sharp side's facing away. For the throw, you're going to want to start with it as vertical as possible. So the more vertical the knife is, the less it has to spin, right, when you do the toss. And the more spin that happens this way, the more likelihood that it's going to turn this way and you're going to grab it like this, right? Because you want it to stay perfectly flat so you can catch it safely. Anyways, so you start with it as vertical as possible in the position which I mentioned earlier, and you are going to... The throw that happens, you want to try and, like I said, throw it towards yourself, but keep it from spinning at all. No spin in this direction, right? So you want this from here, right to here. I'll show you what that looks like. Like that, and up. So, there you go, you see. So, once again, just to recap everything. So have it here, flat of the blade's facing towards you, sharp side is facing that way, which is important. The throw, you want to have it as vertical as possible. The more vertical it is, the safer it is. And the catch, you also want to catch it as vertical as possible. So you want as little of this motion as possible, right? So if you can, right, you can... It hardly goes... It goes from here to here, but hardly anything, right? The catch itself, so when you do the catch, you want to try and catch it on the side of your finger. So you see where I'm catching it here. Pretty low on my finger and on the side. That's where I catch it. The reason for that is because if you catch it on the front of your finger, the tendency is for your skin there, it kind of curls up, right? If you push hard on something, the skin here curls around the blade, which means you can get cut, right? So what happens is on the side of your finger, the skin there's less skin there, so it doesn't curl up around the blade. So it's much safer to catch it on the side of your finger. Also, your finger doesn't curl sideways, so you can't grab the blade that way. So catch it on the side of your finger with your thumb. You want your thumb, ideally, to not even cross over the edge of the blade, right? Because you can also get cut there, right, if you grab it too far with your thumb. So I usually have my thumb along the blade, right, so it's not past the sharp side. So, yeah, once again, you want to start with it as vertical as possible, catch with it as vertical as possible, and you want to catch it on the side of your finger. The blade, of course, is facing away, so that way it doesn't cut you on the inside here, right? So that's the reason why the blade is facing that way. So that's basically it, right? So if you have it, those three things, I guess. So keep the knife vertical, catch the knife vertical, catch in this position here on the side of your finger, and make sure your thumb is not over the edge of the blade. So that's it. And then for the throw back, of course, it's pretty simple, right? You just take it and do a throw and a catch. Pretty straightforward. So there's lots of interesting things which I'll get into later, but this is just the basic move. So I hope you like that. Have fun with this one. Thanks for watching. Bye.